Welcome to this Blazor Smart PDF Viewer tutorial. In this video, I'll show you how to implement Smart Form Fill in the Syncfusion Blazor Smart PDF Viewer. This includes what Smart Form Fill is, how to use it in the Smart PDF Viewer, and how to configure the user data panel alongside the PDF Viewer for Smart Form Fill. Smart Form Fill is an AI-powered feature in the Smart PDF Viewer that detects all form fields in a document and populate them instantly using clipboard data. First, I will open the existing Blazor Smart PDF Viewer application, which is already configured with the basics set up. If you want to get started with the Smart PDF Viewer, check out the video link in the card above or the description below. Now, I run the application. As you can see, the PDF Viewer is loaded with a built-in toolbar. The Smart Fill option is available only when the loaded PDF contains form fields. So, I use the Open File option in the toolbar to load a different PDF. Now, the Smart Fill button is enabled. I copy the user details and click the button. As you can see, the details are filled into the form. Next, I will demonstrate how to create a user data panel that displays user details alongside the PDF Viewer for Smart Form Fill. I wrap the PDF Viewer in a separate div section so that it appears on the left, and update the document path. Next, I create another div section for the right side content. Inside the right content div, I add another div called Smart Fill Container. Within this container, I create a header section and include a title for the user data. Then, I define a user data class, in which I declare the ID and value properties with get and set methods. Next, I create a list of user data with 3 sample entries. In the Smart Container section, I use a for-each loop to iterate through the user data list. Inside the loop, I create a div section and display the user details. Next, I add a style section and define the required styles for proper layout and alignment. I save and run the application. The PDF Viewer is displayed on the left, and the user data details are shown on the right. To enhance the display of user data, I use the SF card component to present each user's details separately. I have already set up the SF card in the application. If you want to get started, refer to the link below. I define the SF card and set its card content to display the user detail. I also define custom style. Then, I apply those styles to the card. I run the application again. The user details are displayed in separate SF card. Next, to enable copying text from the card, I define the SF button. Then, I create a copy to clipboard method, which is triggered when the copy button is clicked. I also define a string array to store the copy and check icons used by the button. Inside this method, I change the copy icon to a check icon after the button is clicked. To copy the text, I use a JavaScript function by importing the required namespace and invoking JS runtime invoke void async, passing the text to be copied. Next, I add a 5-second delay and change the icon back from the check icon to the copy icon. Then, I set the buttons on click event to call the copy to clipboard method and pass the user ID and user value as parameters. I also configure the icon CSS and assign a CSS class for styling. Now, I save and run the application. Looking here, copy icon appears in each user data card. When I click the copy icon, the user details are copied. Then, I click the Smart Fill button, and the copied content automatically fills the form. That's all for the video. I have shown how to implement Smart Form Fill in the Syncfusion Blazor Smart PDF Viewer. You can download this video's working example from the GitHub link in the description below. I have also shared a link to learn how to obtain a free license key for our PDF Viewer SDK if you are eligible for our community license. If you found this video helpful, like, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.